took a second. I let it marinate. Let it marinate. Because, you know, I've said this before, but I really mean it. I like to act like I have sense. I really do. I love to act like I have sense. But if you want me to act like I don't have no sense, I can do it. I can.
Sexy lady, let's go crazy.
Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would do a story time, but make it a little bit more interesting by doing a sit with me story time. So if you guys are interested in that, go grab you something to drink and stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I hope y'all got y'all drinks and y'all gonna join me for my sit with me story time. So y'all know, if y'all didn't watch my previous story times, I like to give the people that I'm talking about in these stories little nicknames. So this person, we gonna call him Donkey. Let's get into his story time. So I was talking to this guy, and yeah, I don't know, y'all. Like, I want to say we was kind of in a dysfunctional whatever we had going on. Like, I don't even know. It was dysfunctional. Like, thinking back on it, it was very dysfunctional. And I'm gonna say this too, y'all. My mama, she did not like this dude. She did not like this dude at all, y'all. She did not like this dude at all. At all. So I don't know. It's something like when the parents don't like them. I don't know, but she didn't like that man at all. This story time is within, I guess I can put my older recent years. Like, I think the last story time that I did do, it was kind of way throwback. But this one is like within older years. So yeah, like me and Donkey, we was basically in a dysfunctional relationship. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was very dysfunctional. So okay, I felt like the issues that I had with him was, I felt like he was controlling to a certain degree. And I felt like when I came in the picture, I think he probably saw like, she different. Like, she different. She different than some females I done mess with. And I really truly felt like that. I truly felt like I definitely was different compared to some females he probably messed with. Like, I speak my mind. I ain't got time for that. Like, some he told me he messed with, it just seemed like they pursued him, and just, I guess I felt like just let him have his way to just a certain degree almostly. And it's just like, I'm gonna speak my mind, I'm gonna correct you if you wrong, I'm gonna let you have it. Like, I ain't that type of person. And I think once he kind of got to know me, and just like got to know me and saw that I was not changing it, and you can't try to do whatever and have me feel differently, he was like, yeah, she a piece of work. I know he probably said that, like, yeah, she's something else. But anyway, y'all, so I don't know what you want to call it. It was very dysfunctional. And I want to say too, it was a distance relationship. Like, distance was definitely an issue. That's why I say this time and time again when people ask me, I don't want to talk to nobody that ain't where I'm at. You gotta be close to where I'm at. If you not there, don't even try it, because I can't do it. I've had my fair share of distant relationships and stuff, and it just, it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. at all. And I know at the time, like, he was set where he was, and I felt like I would have had to be willing to move and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like, at the time I was open to it. I was open to it, but it's not something that, like, I was just like, oh, I want to move, or I always plan on moving. I never really saw myself moving, but I was open to it. So yeah. And then kind of like once I felt like I got more settled and I just was like, just have more stuff going on, like, I'm settled here, it just was like, yeah, it probably not gonna work, you know. So, but anyway, so yeah, I felt like he was controlling. You can tell he was just accustomed to having his way in his past relationships. They don't fly with me at all. Like, that ain't gonna work. Not with me. And not in that way. Not in a way where, like, you know, no one could correct you if you're wrong. It's your way or no. I'm not the one. So once, like, he kind of saw that, like, I'm not one to just let you do whatever. I'ma speak my mind. I'ma tell you if you wrong. I'ma let you have it. Yeah. So, like, I wanna say, like, our vibe and our chemistry, it definitely was there. We definitely had a connect and stuff. It definitely was there. However, when it was bad, it was bad. And I don't know if you guys are into, like, signs and stuff like that, but I want to just point out, I'm a Scorpio, and this person that I was messing with, they were a Leo. And if anybody is big on that, like, we're alike in a lot of ways, and when it's good, but when it's bad. And it was some situations where I felt like we did some childish stuff, thinking back on it. Even older, like, thinking and reflecting back, it was like, yeah, it was childish. And it was situations where he was hard-headed. I know I was at times. And it was like, I'm not bagging down. He's not bagging down. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna show you type of situation. And it can't be like that, y'all. Like, sometimes you might could get away with a little bit. Be like, I think it's good when you have situations where you can show somebody, like, especially when they're not seeing stuff your way, or they're not seeing stuff the correct way, but they never have people correcting them all the time. When they be shown, or something is shown to them, they'll see things differently. But I know I'm not doing that no more. Like, I don't have time for that. But, like, if you play with me, you won't play with me. Like, you don't want to do that with me, cause if you want to see something, I can show you, and you ain't gonna like it. So don't do that with me. Okay. Anyway, so y'all, the dysfunction. So it just was a lot of back and forth. He also had kids. And that's something that I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't discriminate against anyone that has kids, but these days, y'all, I'm not too accepting of it at all. Like, I feel like if you got more than enough, the chances of being with me are very slim to none. And I'm being honest. And it's nothing against people that have a lot of kids and stuff, and you done had situations where it honestly just didn't work out. But I know me, like, I'm staying true to myself. Like, I don't have kids, y'all, and I want to have kids, and I don't want to get into a situation where, you know, in just a relationship with somebody where I'm with them, and it's just like, I done bit off way more than I can chew. It's something that I never envisioned. I never envisioned having like a large family like that. And I know what I can handle and what I can't handle. And sometimes I feel like people get together with people, but they don't think about stuff future wise. Like, I've seen someone that I used to talk to go from like co-parenting with someone. They was married, they got a divorce, they co-parent, and then she ended up passing away. And sometimes people don't think about, they don't think about that, like that can happen. And if you're with someone, you have to consider that. A lot of people be like, well, I'm not looking for a step mother, or I'm not looking for a stepfather, and they don't understand when you get with somebody and you're gonna be together with them and y'all married, they become a parent. Like, it's just what it is. And if something was to happen, that person does step up in that role. So you have to consider that when you're with somebody. So when people say like, oh, I'm not you don't have to be looking for that, but the person is gonna have to accept that and take that up upon them. Like if they're in a situation like that and that happens, especially with being with someone that has kids. But anyway, y'all, so this person had kids and stuff. So it just was a lot of craziness. I felt like it was some situation with his baby mother, for sure. Yeah. He would say that they were not gonna get back together. I said, y'all. And y'all, don't talk about my nails. I know I need to get them done. It's been a minute. And y'all, like, I had went to one of my ex co-workers. She does nails and she did a wonderful job on my nails. But I ended up just like not having time to even try to set another appointment with her. I was gonna go somewhere else. Well, I was gonna go to the place that I usually go to, but y'all, like, they're taking appointments. And when I called that day to even get an appointment, it was like, oh, we booked up. And then when I thought about it, y'all, I was like, you know what, don't even worry about it. So y'all don't talk about my nails. I know I need to get them done. Okay. He would say that they were not gonna get back together. They would mess around, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, sure. So, yeah, he was trying to get me to move to where he was and all this stuff, saying like, it would be better if you move up here. You can spend more time with me. You can have me whenever you want me, because I would complain about like, we cannot make this work. It's like, your life is settled up here, my life is settled down. It's not gonna work. One of us gonna have to move, and I know it's gonna have to be me. But at that time, it just was like, I needed more from him than he was willing to give. And I'm like, I'm not about to uproot, leave all I know and my support system out here to be with you, and you're not even showing me. If I was to get up there, you would have me. Like, you got my back stuff, you got me. So no. Anyway, so okay, my birthday came around, y'all. At this time, okay, y'all, before I get to that, we had a falling out before my birthday. And this is why. He was going around basically telling people like, don't, like, leave me alone. Like, if it was dudes, like, don't mess with me. Like, I'm property or something. Like, dog, I'm not nobody's property. Like, like, situation like, she for me, don't leave her alone type stuff. Like, look, okay. And y'all, that would be something if it was genuine, but he would do that. But in his eyes, he can do whatever he want. I felt like it was like a controlling thing. Like, I could not do nothing, but he can do whatever he want. And I'm like, no, it's not gonna work like that. So basically, I was like, leave my name out your mouth. So I basically told him that, and he was so highly upset when I said that. He was like, oh, I'm gonna leave your name out my mouth. So he called himself like, stop talking to me. And I stopped talking to him too, because it's like I said, it's that Scorpio Leo thing. Like, if you won't play, I'ma show you. So it was a situation like that. It was like, okay, you break off communication, I'm gonna break it off too. So if you don't want to talk to me, I ain't gonna talk to you too. Boom. Okay. So and y'all, like, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's not how it's supposed to be. Like, it don't go like that. But like I said, it just, besides the dysfunction, we had a connection. And like I said, when it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was just bad. It really was. So we had a falling out off of that. He didn't communicate, I didn't communicate with him. I didn't even know what was going on. Fast forward, my birthday was coming around the corner. So my birthday had ended up coming up. It wasn't my birthday at the time that this happened, but my birthday, I want to say, was either that weekend. No, I think my birthday was like that next week or Monday. It was something like that. And I ended up having my dinner before then. And I had my dinner on a Friday. So he just randomly hit me up that day, the day of my dinner, and was like, and like, we hadn't never stopped speaking to each other or talking. Like, he literally called me, y'all, like we had still been talking every day. And it was so crazy because when we had a conversation, it was as if we was not beefing. And we did not have a falling out. So y'all, it wasn't it. It wasn't it out. But anyway, so he called me and we was just talking. And, he was like, well, what you have going on later? I told him, because he never knew any of these plans about my birthday dinner or anything. Because like I said, we had stopped talking to them. We had stopped talking to each other for a while. It was a while. It was like some weeks, seriously. So he hadn't knew none of this info. So I was like, oh, well, I'm having my dinner later and such and such. And he was like, oh, well, I'm on my way down there. Yes, y'all. He was like, he was like, well, I'm on my way down there. And I was like, you serious? Because I really thought he was joking around, like, because I'm not gonna lie, he clowns around too. He's funny. And I really just thought he's playing. Like, I thought he was joking around, like, when he was like, I'm on my way down there. But he was dead serious, y'all. He was like, I know I'm really on my way down there. And I was like, okay. So he was like, yeah, I'm coming to your dinner. Yes, y'all. told me he was coming to my dinner. Told me he was coming to my dinner. I was like, how you do that? Like, I didn't even invite you. And y'all, even the whole while I told him about my plans and stuff, I still hadn't invited him. He invited himself. He did. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna be there. I'm like, yeah. But y'all, a part of me in my mind still was like, he cannot be serious. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, when you're talking to somebody and you still don't believe what they're saying because you in your mind, you like, they can't be serious, so I don't believe this. That's where I was with it. And I didn't believe it. Like, I really didn't. So I didn't believe it and take him serious till like it became close around my dinner time. And he ended up he was like, where you at and such and such. And I was like, like, I'm heading to my dinner stuff. He was like, oh, well, I'm gonna be over there in a little bit, give me some time. He said he had to go do something for his dad. So I was like, okay. Oh, okay. And in my mind, I'm still like, whatever, dog. Okay. Like, if I believe it when I see type situation. So I went to my dinner. My friends and everybody, that I invited was there. My mom was there. My aunt was there. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying my dinner. So he had hit me up. He was like, where you at? And I was like, I told him where I was and where I was sitting. He was like, oh, I'm around the corner. So y'all came in. And he walked right around the corner. He came in there. Now, my dinner had been going on. He did make it there late. We still had been there a little while before leaving, but when he got there, y'all, like, he just came in, y'all, I kid you not, like, he came in there like he my man. Like, he really came up in there like that, like he my man. Nobody knew this. Like, nobody knew that, like, we wasn't talking, we was beefed out. At this point, you know, we hadn't talked in weeks, none of that. Like, he came in this dinner like with nothing, came, sat by me like he's my man. And if my friends or anybody that came to that dinner remember this, like, nobody knew until, like, I told them. Like, they thought this was planned. They thought he was invited. You know, they didn't know what had took place prior to that. They didn't know we had talked in weeks or anything. And he just came up in there like he was my man. Like, seriously, like, he sat right by me. My other friend was sitting by me too. Y'all, he literally, like, where was he sitting? Yeah, he came, sat on this side, on my right side. My friend, she was on this side, and I'm by her. So when he came, sat by me, y'all, he, like, put his arm around me and pushed me over to him. I was like, you serious? So he just then pushed me over to him, y'all. Like, this man was something else, seriously. So he pushed me over to him, and he had kissed me on my cheek. He was hugging on me, all this stuff, y'all. And I just and like I said, when I had talked to my girls about it later, they was like, and I really told them really what's happening in my mind and what the reality of that situation was. They was like, I wouldn't have never known. And I told them I was just more so I didn't know what to do. like you know, if you've ever been in crazy situations where you really don't know what to do. And that's how I was, like, I really was laughing. And by this time, y'all, like, I had, like, little light drinks and stuff, so I had, like, a little buzz or whatever. And yeah, like, I don't know, the whole situation I found funny. It was funny to me that, like, we just wasn't talking weeks ago. You pop up, call me the day of my dinner, invite yourself to my dinner, you come to my dinner, you on me like you my man. And all of this stuff, like, you know, we hadn't been beefed out before. So basically, after this happened, he kind of took it upon himself, and I guess you can say, like, we decided, like, hey, we gonna try to make it work or whatever, and we did. So I thought. So by this time, we was in a good place, trying to work, trying to see, you know, where it could go and stuff like that, y'all. So fast forward, my birthday, it was at the end of November. We had still been consistently talking at this time. Christmas was coming up, y'all. So, all right, y'all. I ended up going to this Christmas party with my friends. Two of my girls, and we had fun. It was the best time. During this time, my guy friend, he's in the army, he came down, and I was telling him about the party and stuff like that. He was asking about it, but to get in there, you needed to get a ticket, but you could have got in at the door as well, because they was also like, if you paid a fee, you could get in. So I was telling him about that, but he ended up not even coming. But throughout the night, he was just checking on me. He was like, you good? You know, he was like, just making sure, like, I'm okay and stuff. And honestly, I could respect it. As any anybody that's my friend, or if I'm your friend, if I know, you know, you're somewhere, and where the party was, it was far out from where I stayed. So that's why he did it as well. So if you're my friend and stuff like that, I would want you to do something like that, because I would do that. I would make sure you're okay. I care about your well-being and stuff like that. So he was checking and stuff. Y'all, throughout that night, Donkey, I think I must have heard from him maybe once or twice. I'm texting him, you know, trying to talk with him throughout the nothing. I don't know what he had going on, but the communication was not that in there at all. So when me and my girls decided, like, hey, you know, we about to leave such and such, I ended up texting my guy friend and just telling him, because I think at the time he was like, hey, you know, y'all stay at the party stuff. And I was like, no, we about to, well, yeah, but we about to leave. We about to roll out in a few. So he was like, okay. He was like, let me know when you make it home and stuff. He was like, you sure you good, you know, and all that, you know, drive back, all that. I was like, yeah. And at the time, y'all, I ended up getting a room near where the place was, because I wasn't about to drive home. It was far out, and I was like, no. So I was good regardless, because I felt like I was gonna be fine. Like, my drive wasn't that far. So anyway, I went text Donkey to let him know, like, hey, I made it back safe. Nothing, y'all. Nothing. No response, no check on me. He knew I was at this party. He knew nothing. Nothing, y'all. Nothing. I don't know what was going on with him and nothing. So I made it back to my room, crashed, went to sleep, you know, woke up. When I woke up, I got a text from Donkey. So I don't even know what it said, y'all. But like, I ended up responding, and as soon as I responded, he called me. And I was like, well, what happened to you? Like, I was like, what happened to you? I ain't hear from you like the whole, like, what in the world? So whatever he told me, I think it was something along the lines concerning his kid. And I was like, okay, I understand that. But still, I felt some type of way too, y'all, because I was like, if I'm supposed to be your woman and you my man, and you not checking on me, like, we already in this distance relationship, and you not even checking on me, like, do you even care? Like, that's where I was. And I understand, like, your kids, yes, that's very important, like, but at the same time, like, to somebody that's constantly saying and letting other people know, don't mess with her, she mine, and you wanna be my man and let people know that stuff, you know, not really concerned about my well-being was a problem to me, and I didn't like it. So I brought that up, and I was like, well, you weren't even concerned about me or anything. Like, what happened, you know? And he told me about, like, whatever. I was like, okay. So I ended up basically telling him about the night and stuff. I don't know what I told him about that for. And I told y'all, like, he got control issues. And I also feel like he's very jealous, y'all. It's control, jealousy issues, and I did not get down with it. So, and I don't know what he was, but he just felt some type of way, especially about my guy friend that's in the army. Like, I don't know. I feel like with him too, if you with him, he basically wants to be the only guy in your life. Like, he doesn't get down with you having guy friends or just any guys, I feel like, in your life. And I was like, look, dog, that ain't gonna work. And I'm like, I said, my legit guy friend, we've been, my ace, we done been friends for 16 over years now. And no, he my day one. And it's a genuine friendship there. And like I said, if I'm in a relationship with you and you got some trust issues that don't have nothing to do with me from past experiences that you had with other people, leave me out of it and heal from that. Don't bring that over here where you talking to me about like, oh, you can't have no guy friends. You and me, you can't. No, I'm not playing them games, because I know what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, and what's respectful and what's disrespectful. So I'm not gonna play these games with you. So no. He, I basically was telling him about what happened and all that stuff, and I told him too, like, my guy friend, he was down here, like, I said he made sure I was good and stuff, and I made it say, oh, so he checking on you? Yo, he started going in. Oh, so he checking on you? Why don't you go be with him and stuff like that? I said, yo, when I tell you this, man, he had some issues, and if he was to see this or hear this, he would make the difference, and he's gonna say that's not true, and he doesn't have it. But he do. And he was very much like this when we was talking, and he was like, he didn't like that at all, y'all. He got mad and in his feelings because my guy friend had checked on me that night to make sure I was good. And I went in on him. I was like, well, at least he made sure, and my girls made sure I was good. You was nowhere to be found, and that's concerning to me, especially to someone that you already stayed distance ways from me. You want me to move where you at, but you can't even check on me, while I'm all the way in another state. If something happened, like say something happened that night, and I needed to get in contact with you, and I couldn't, that made me feel like if I was to move up there and I needed you, you wouldn't be available. And I didn't like that, because where he was, it's like I would have to basically depend on that person, so it's just like they rubbed me all the way wrong, and I was like, no. So y'all, he was in his feelings about my guy friend checking on me and being concerned about me that night, and he got in his feelings, and basically he stopped basically communicating too. And like I said, we did, I guess you can say, it was that tit for tat foolishness, like, okay, well, if you wanna not talk, I cannot talk too. And that's what happened. So basically, like, we ended up, I think it might have been a week or something like that, and just, he still kind of had some issues with that, but we ended up communicating, y'all. Okay, Christmas time. It's still Christmas time. Mind you, Christmas didn't come yet. It came soon. So fast forward, Christmas came around. I mean, I don't think that we was like great, but we wasn't beefing, and we wasn't in a horrible place. It probably could have been better. So y'all, Christmas Day, I'm on Facebook, but I don't be, and during this time, like, I'm on Facebook, but I don't be on Facebook, and I wasn't on Facebook a lot. So my friend shoot me a text and was like, hey girl, she just asked me about Donkey. And she was like, you need to look on Facebook at these pictures that he posted. So let me sip my drink again. So y'all, whatever it was, I knew it was about to piss me off. Whatever it was I was about to say, I knew it was about to piss me off. So I just took a deep breath, and I went on there and I looked. Now y'all, shout out to her, because if she hadn't told me, I probably still wouldn't have found out earlier. At some point I would have saw that, but not early like that. So shout out to her for that. So I get on there. This man then posted family pictures, y'all, and I told y'all, like, he got kids, and basically, like, he's the recent baby mother. He had family pictures with her in it. It was more than two pictures. I was like, wow. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So like I took a second, I let it marinate, cause you know I've said this before, but I really mean it. I like to act like I have sense. I really do. I love to act like I have sense. But if you want me to act like I don't have no sense, I can do it. I can. I can. You know, took a breather. I said, looked at it. I reached out. I basically told him, y'all, I was like, look, if you want to be with your baby mother, you could have told me that. Like, you didn't have to waste my time or your time. Like, you didn't have to do that. Then, y'all, I ain't even tell y'all the other part of this. So, the pictures that he posted, y'all, he told me and sent me pictures of this so-called photo shoot that he had. He didn't say nothing about his baby mother was there or she was even included in it at all. He basically was like, oh, I'm taking the kids to go take Christmas pictures or whatever. Like me and the kid. That's all he said. And when he sent me the pictures, y'all, he only sent me pictures of the kids and him with the kids. So I went on here. I went in on him about that because I was like, you sat up there and sent me pictures. You ain't not one time say she was, and it's like for you to be going and telling people and acting like I'm your property and stuff like this, but you going around taking family pictures because you want to be a family man for Christmas. Like, no, that's not what you do. Like, I'm like, you want to play them games? I'm not the one. Leave me out of it. If you want to be with your baby mother, that's cool. But I want no parts of it. And I basically told him that. And he was like, he got mad. Like, I don't know why he just mad about you. He was like, and if you want to be with that army dude, you can be. I was like, yeah. He was just trying to, I felt like he was just deflecting and just trying to turn it around, make it about, and it's like, you posting the pictures, you did it. I honestly felt like he did it to be hurtful and do it in spite. And I don't play them games. Like, if you want to do stuff like that, that's not cool. And what made me mad about it too, y'all, he literally was with me the month before. Like, he was just with me for my birthday. Everything was cool after that. Basically tell people like, oh, she's mine, like she my lady, she's this, and you know, leave her alone, all, you know, just all this stuff. And Christmas roll around and you want to be a family man. I said, okay. But y'all, I was just like, that didn't make no sense to me. And it really made me mad, like I said, because you posted that. And I want to point this out too, y'all. At this time, when he had came and basically crashed my dinner, invited himself, most of my friends and stuff, some of them knew who he was, but then like when he came to my dinner, they was like, oh, I didn't know y'all messed around, like I didn't know y'all was talking and like that. So they started following each other, you know what I'm saying? Like they already, like some of them was already friends with him and didn't know who he was, like in so many words. Then others had started following him too based off of that, or like asked to be his friend based off of it. So I had a lot of friends and family that saw that mess, and I literally had people hitting me up, y'all, was like, I thought y'all was talking, like he was just with you for your birthday. I said, y'all, I'm telling you, like I don't get embarrassed a lot on stuff, but I was definitely embarrassed by that. I really was. Like, and if I'm talking to you and you embarrass me like that, I really don't like that, because that shows how much you care that you would even do that. And I'm like, you knew you was just with me prior to that. So I was like, dog, I ain't even about to play him games. So I told him what I told him. He said what he said, and I blocked him. Because I didn't have time for that. I was like, and he got any feelings about that, but I was like, well, the very next time you decide that you want to have a photo shoot and take family pictures and be a family man and not let me know, because you're going around claiming me and stuff, like we're in a relationship and stuff, you think about that. You think about it. So, But anyway, y'all, so, yeah. I blocked them. I blocked them after that. We didn't talk for a while. We didn't talk for a while. Like, I couldn't get over that. We ended up talking after that. And, like, I expressed to him more, like, verbatim, like, why that was wrong, what you did, and all this stuff. And I really told him, like, if you want to be with your baby mother, like, that's fine. Like, you could have said that, just don't waste my time and all this stuff. And he was just acting like, I don't want to be with her and all this foolishness and this and that. And I was like, okay, you ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to me. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all, so that's my story time with Donkey and, like, our dysfunction, and basically how he invited himself to my birthday dinner and decided he wanted to be a family man for Christmas. Alright, y'all, so this is the end of my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely will have more story times to come. And if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. And I will see y'all soon.